This is the classic example of how we can initialize any variable. So I have written int my age equals 20, then another int her age equals to my age, then I am displaying here my age. So run it, you will get my age, that is 20. So let us move forward for another type, that is reference type. So I am taking a class. So here we learned from the primitive type that how to store single values for like int, long and character. So if we want to store complex values, so we need to use reference type like date objects like mail messages. So in Java we have 8 primitive types. All other types are reference types. So in this program I have taken a primitive type first for int my age equals to 20. Declaring and initializing a reference type is slightly different from primitive type. So let's type date. So here we have different packages suggesting us the date class. Here we have java.util packages. So this package contains lot of utility classes. Let's give this variable a name like I am giving here now. So after this we use new operator to allocate memory for this variable. This is one of the differences between primitive and reference type. So when dealing with reference type, we need to always allocate memory. We do not need to release this memory. Java runtime environment will always automatically take care of it. So here we use new operator and then repeat the name of the class with the parenthesis. So the variable now we defined here is an instance of this date class. So this class is defined for creating new instances. So an object is an instance of a class. So this class has members which we can access with the dot operator. So if we write now dot, so then you can see the members beneath it. And in the primitive type we can't see. So for example, we have a method that is now.getDate, and that getDate returns the date component of this object. If we take age and then put dot, we cannot see any members within that class or something like that. So here we can see that now, after now we can access to the members of that class date. So this is the another example of difference between primitive type and the reference type, that the primitive type doesn't have any members. So now let us display what is in the now variable. Run it. Okay, now we can see that we have this now written because we have displayed is with double inverted commas. We want only the values of now. So if I run it now, oh, just the parenthesis got down, and run. See, this is my time, Wednesday, January 13, when this your class is happening. So you can see my time. This is 3:17:07 IST 2021 Indian Standard Time. So here you learned many things, how to install JDK and how to install and run Eclipse. Then we differentiated between primitive type and reference type. That's it guys from me. Thank you for joining the session, and we will continue in another class. So that's it from me. Bye.